Guys, it's time for us to watch another public domain cartoon, one of my favorite new segments on the Fright Power Hour, and we are continuing with some excellent capitalism propaganda made for the U.S. military in the middle of the last century. Please enjoy It's Everybody's Business.
1954.
Oh, boy.
Even though the screen said 1965.
It doesn't matter. It's always 1913 to me.
That's right.
Guarantee is taken with woo for 10 bits. Thank you for the bits. Made in cooperation with DuPont. Terrific.
Oh boy.
Yeah. I don't know who any of these guys are.
I don't recognize any of these names.
Yeah, no shit. It doesn't say Chuck Jones, so I don't care. You know, basically.
John Sutherland, that's the Tom and Jerry
Tom and
guy,
Jerry,
right?
Yeah, MGM. Yeah. Oh boy, look at this.
Oh no.
Oh no. Fucking pilgrims, man.
Oh boy. Move right into the storm, asshole wind.
It wasn't so long ago.
That is very poor drawings of sun and sky.
What in the hell?
Carrying eager passengers toward the shores of a new
looks
nation
nice, though.
that was just in the building. Our forefathers were constructing the foundation of this nation.
You tell him Steve Dave says, I'd love to design a logo for Thundercloud Transmissions. We got one. If I'm not mistaken, there are shirts on golf-gear.com.
Of our political and economic freedom.
Whoa, get out of the way there, buddy.
Freedom of worship, but only mostly.
Right.
The right to go into business, but only mostly. Like pretty much every law from back then could have an appendix of mostly on it.
Yeah, right,
oh, the right to assembly? Mostly. Don't go where the FAA says they don't want you to go.
Hey, it's Betsy Ross's flag.
The way of life our forefathers established on this foundation of freedoms drew people from the far corners of the earth.
That's right.
And all those who set foot on these shores had the opportunity to build a better life for themselves.
That's fair. There are no corners of the earth.
Even young Jonathan, an unskilled
freedom to work in the job of your own choice, mostly.
To find a job where he could progress according to his ability and enterprise.
I want to be a well digger.
Well, this guy wants to make hats.
Snip.
With corners.
As the years passed, Jonathan's earnings
just
increased,
disappeared.
but he still felt that for a man of his skill,
he's become a hat-making fool.
Yeah, dude, he's got hundreds of hats. Right to bargain with an employer. Yeah, less than mostly, actually. I don't know about that.
Brown rounder and brim trimmer in ye business.
My personal hero, Cult of Krill, says they mostly come at night. Mostly. Oh, no. Nobody wants your hats, dude.
No raise, Mr. Bless Gravy? I quit.
He quit. He didn't get a raise, so he quit. I mean, that's very America. I'll give it that.
Hey, why
True,
not?
that's capitalism, bitch.
All you need is a little capital, a little push.
Wait a minute. Was that... I don't recognize the voice actor's name, but he sounds like one of the Hanna-Barbera guys from the 50s. Listen to this.
Profits down, phooey. I could run ye business better myself. Hey, why not? My own business.
Is that Boo Boo?
All you need is a little capital, a little push.
Oh, maybe.
An idea.
Hey, Yogi.
So I said to him, I would wear that hat to a dog fight. Why, there isn't a decent hat in the entire village. And such
we need hats. We hate these bullshit hats. And see, here's what those bitches with the bustles don't know. The hats they don't like, this is the guy that made them. He just got fired from the hat joint.
Yeah.
Women's hats.
It's not like
the worst part is, he's like, I'm gonna quit my job making hats. What can I do with my life? Hey, I'll make hats.
Unbelievable. His creativity and originality will surely propel him to the top in that industry.
Yeah, you were already doing that, bud.
Yeah, and poorly at that. You had poor sales and profits. You did not get a raise, sir.
Fortunately, Jonathan was thrifty enough to keep a little nest egg for such an emergency.
In the clock?
A sack of
That's
money
that
with
bird's
a little
money, man.
Well, the cost of the building took care of the nest
Just
egg.
robbed a bird.
His sign says, Ye Builder. It's always about ye.
And there was nothing left to pay for the necessary tools and equipment.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
He's out of cash.
But happily, Jonathan had a good reputation, and as his idea promised a profit, his friends and neighbors were willing to invest some of their savings in his new business.
Oh, see, now, here's the part I like about this. This guy has a good idea. He wants to build that idea, so he finds other people who are interested in that to help finance that idea. You know who's not involved in that transaction? Federal government.
The government.
That's right, man. You got it.
Oh, yeah, here's some money. I've got a bunch. And now I can buy my tools.
But wait, here's a story obstacle.
Time and
Okay, wait a minute.
Someone just tried to murder him with an ad.
I forgot about this part of the cartoon. We might be about to get kicked off.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
Oh, no.
I'm sure you can guess where this is going.
in the nick of time,
no.
showed up with
Whoa! Hey, hold up, loincloth. Keep them shits
raw
closed.
materials to make hats. And before long, Jonathan
He
was
just got
open for
flowers.
business. First, he had to advertise.
Shop at Bonton, it's the spot.
That's
For
right.
New hat style, that's a lot. Ladies, get that new hat.
He
thrill.
wrote a song.
30 days to pay your bill.
See, dude, again,
Dude,
making songs
songs.
works. Making songs
Songs
work. I'm telling you, dude.
Yeah, dude.
As
He's
an
got bitches
expert
lined up
salesman,
outside
Jonathan
the door.
demonstrated
That's
the superior
right.
style and quality of his product.
He's about to be the kiss-stealing, wheeler-dealing, limousine-riding,
At a price
jet-flying,
whose
girls
creation
lined up
the consumer was
around the
willing
block,
to pay,
haberdasher.
And sales dollars poured in from satisfied customers.
Look at that.
God damn.
Andy's going to be rich, dude.
Man,
Jonathan
bring
had
back
big
gold
dreams
coins.
of the wonderful rewards
Right.
of being in business. For
I want some
himself.
goddamn
dope.
doubloons.
But before he could buy what he wanted, his employees'
You got to pay your
wages had
people
to be
back.
paid.
That's right, man. You got to do
You
it
have to
right
pay
like
taxes.
Dolomite. Well, I don't love this part.
Nah, it's not.
And his friends who helped finance the business
Okay,
had to
them
be
definitely.
paid a return on their investment.
Yeah, you got to return on investment,
When all of
man.
his bills
Yep,
were
yep.
paid, Jonathan had to exchange his big dream for a little dream.
For a more manageable trip.
Well,
Mademoiselle, it is the privilege
Alphonse,
of
you fucker!
You son of a bitch!
God damn it. And ain't that always the way, Phil? You got a great idea, you're trying to fucking get your shit going, and then some motherfucker named Alphonse comes in and...
Yeah.
God damn, can't buy a gimmick.
hats with style so
It's always Alphonse,
the
too.
quality
Right.
magnifique.
Yeah, I mean, Jonathan's a turd for just taking the idea that he was doing in the first place. This guy's even worse because he's stealing that idea.
Alphonse is worse than that. He's an imitation
Yeah.
of the imitation. You can't infringe on the
To meet
infringement.
competition, Jonathan had
Piece
to
of
plow
shit.
part of his profits back into the business to develop a better hat. If customers approved the quality
Boom, look at that hat.
He went into hat R&D. Look at those hats, man.
and price of Jonathan's new design,
Those are future
he still
hats.
could make his dreams
Hell
come
yeah.
true.
Right to awards gained through competition. Yeah, but only mostly.
With the passing years,
Mostly,
this
yeah.
strong foundation of freedoms protected the dignity of the
Right to
individual.
own
Privacy
private
in the
property.
home and private property. Mostly.
Unfortunately, it's becoming more and more mostly.
Yeah, ain't that a damn shame?
Gave everyone the right to worship as he pleased,
Mostly.
and promised anyone with ability and enterprise
Mostly.
the opportunity to participate in the building of the
We're
American way
working
of
on
life.
it. You know, it takes
as we
time,
know it
Phil.
today.
It's not like you just go, all right, we want to do it like this, and it's
A way
perfect
of
on the
life
first
that
day.
depends upon
It takes a
millions of
few
50
hundred years.
Americans
You know what I
who
It
mean?
spend
does.
their
It
savings
does.
to work
It
in our
definitely
business
does.
system each
Your
year.
town, that's my town.
People from all walks of
Whoa.
life.
Where is that train coming in? Is that a hype train? It's full of
That's
dollars.
a hype train full of money.
Housewives, all of us, send our dollars to work in our business system in the hope of earning dividends or interest on our investment.
Look at all those just, what is that? You know?
That's future buildings. Look at that stoplight of the future. What is going
Bam.
on with that light? Is that huge and you go in the tunnel underneath it?
I don't know. And it was like
Wow.
blinking, right?
Yeah, it was changing.
Anyone who has
Did not
an
seem to
insurance
be in
policy,
order.
a bank deposit, or a share of stock,
Their money
helping
has
to
arms
finance
in the
our business
future.
system.
And
Okay, so
legs.
here goes the
Stream of
money into
savings
banks,
dollars
bonds,
must flow
stocks,
into
all that
big and
shit.
small business each year.
Money, money, money,
These dollars help to buy the
money.
land, the buildings, the tools and equipment, and create new
so
job
reinvestment in
opportunities
bit.
for
Now,
our
this part
expanding-
I like. This part I'm good with, Phil. You know what I'm saying? When you make cash, you invest it in your business, man. I hate it when I see guys who start a business and the first time they make any money, they're like, ooh, I want to upgrade my lifestyle. Man, fuck your lifestyle, dude.
Yeah.
You got to reinvest in your business fucking 50 times before you get to change it. That's how I feel about it, at least. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like,
Absolutely.
You got to keep putting that money in and growing that fucking thing. That's how we try to do it around here best we can.
population.
Damn Skippy.
The goods we
But look at all those
produce are
items. Look at all those
distributed to main
textiles
streets all
and
over the
goods.
country.
Textiles and goods.
Importing,
So
exporting.
now
you know?
it's not just hats. Now he's got hose and eye cameras and furs, shoes,
Treated
candies.
got a hose.
much like the
He's
main
got
street
all
of
types of
Jonathan's
shit.
time, the principles
Socks
of our
and shit.
business system remain the same. But businessmen still compete
Meats.
with one another for the consumer's supply of
What does that
spendable
say?
dollars.
Permafreeze.
Permafreeze. That's the new model
Mrs. Consumer is
refrigerator.
still mighty critical of everything she buys.
Fine quality.
As well she would
Uh-oh,
be.
competition.
Uh-oh, the quick chill. Fight it out, boys.
Dang. 339. Hold up.
You know,
He
I
goes,
hope
oh
nobody,
shit.
I hope nobody ever figures out that if those two guys got together and set a price that they didn't go under, that they could both make more profits. I hope nobody ever figures that out.
I mean, you're not supposed to do that.
yeah, I hope they don't agree to continue
down,
raising
Phil.
those prices together.
Don't tell anybody.
The management of this business has a continuing problem.
You're saying the
to
quiet part
improve
out
their
loud again.
product to stay ahead of competition, or else.
Oh, sales going down. That's capitalism, bitch. You got to stay at the very forefront. I'll tell you what, man. In the kind of economy we live in now, we are very much in a time where being the best is the bare minimum. You know what I mean? Being the fucking best is the bare minimum. Like, we have to keep this show pushing to keep making it better and better to even stay competitive, because you have to be at that level to even compete. There's so many people trying to get in on everything, but you know what? That's how it fucking goes, man.
You got to beat the super saturation with quality.
That's right. You got to be the best. Got to be the best. All these guys are like, shit, we got to be the best now. We got to be the best now. We got to be the best now.
Sales
That's right.
and advertising.
Quit banging your
Okay, man, this is
secretaries
it.
and get
Quick
to work,
Phil's got the
bitch.
ball. We've got to get it back. Give them that new product play. More style,
Yes, eh?
better quality, new features, and at the right price. Hit the line, man.
Yeah.
Let's go.
That's right. All right. Hold up.
Heyo.
Now, wait a minute. What kind of research are we
Product
doing here?
play. More
All
style,
right.
better quality, new features, and at the right price.
hired
Hit
that
the line,
girl?
man. Let's go.
She's got some tools there, and I don't know. She's got a bar cart
Girls
full
can't
of
use
fucking
tools. Come on.
Micrometer. Wrench. File.
They have
Why
a
is-
wrench
Oh,
wench.
how can I
Why
get
is
this
she-
going on? I need
Is
something
she
like
a
this.
Wrench
happening.
wench.
Wrench
Is
wench.
she a
To create a
nurse
better
or
product.
what? Because she's dressed like a
Management
French
develops new
maid.
tools and more efficient
She's a
methods
wrench winch.
to help workers
I'm looking
turn
to
out
hire
more
a wrench
boxes
winch
to sell at
ASAP.
a price Mrs. Consumer will pay.
If she's wearing a French maid uniform, hell yeah.
We make
Slice
arches.
that bread.
Oh, they're making the fridges. Right.
Boom! Look at that. Look at that. Assembly line.
You know,
goodness.
goddamn, that's some goddamn American ingenuity right there, Phil. You know?
Damn right it is, G.
You love to see it, man. This is why I'm so glad to see American manufacturing coming back, particularly here in Texas. I tell you, a buddy of mine just got a job at fucking Tesla. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. It's fucking
Hey-o.
dope, man.
What are they doing? Irradiating it?
That's right.
The
New,
features
new,
about
new,
this
new,
better
new,
product
new,
are
new,
advertised.
new.
Point out its competitive advantages.
Now, why would you want your food permanently frozen?
I don't know. Oh,
Oh, they wrote a song. And you know what, dude? Songs work. Songs
They
and
do.
girls in skirts.
songs and hot bitches?
Yeah, I mean, it's fucking time-tested and proven so many times. You get a song and some girls. That's right. See, Sherry knows. Time and some girls so you can move product. Get a song in there, boom.
Time.
I I want a
Yes, dear
permafreeze.
lady. Permafreeze is your kind of refrigerator.
Oh, see? And look. And now look at this. They developed their manufacturing methods. They had the assembly line, and they went bigger on volume. Thus, were able to drop their unit price to $318.50. Now they can beat out their fucking competitor with their superior product at a lower price. And guess who's finna buy a fridge? That's what the fuck I'm talking about, man. Look at this. That's capitalism, bitch. You have to be the best.
Enough sales dollars coming in to enable management to pay the expenses of doing business, such
Nice.
as salaries
That's right.
and
Pay
wages,
out everybody. That's first.
materials
That's
and
always
supplies,
first.
research and product development.
Right? Then you
Pay
put
that
back
French
into the
maid.
business. That's second.
In addition
Pay that
to all
wrench
of these
wench.
bills,
Pay that rich winch.
management has to pay taxes to local, state,
And then there's the
federal
government, right?
Any money that's
Yeah,
left over
there's
is
that
known as
part.
So
profit.
she's not a French maid,
Wise
she's a
management
wrench
follows
maid.
profit
Yeah, there
into
you
the
go.
business.
It's, yeah.
The remainder
Now
of
it
the
makes
profit
sense.
is paid out as
And you get a
dividends.
little bit. You take a little piece. Now your investors get a paycheck. Everybody gets a dividend. There you
Dividend
go.
shoot. Yeah.
That's
These
what I'm talking
dividends are
about.
sent back to investors
Your
as a
town. That's your
reward
town,
for
Phil.
Risking
That's
their
my town.
savings in the American business system. Although
I
occasionally
don't like this.
some of us
I
stick a
don't like
lemon
this
and have to
moving
take a
around
loss.
money.
Stop it.
The constant investment of our savings through good times and bad has enabled our competitive business system to continue
See, I like
to
how by and
increase
large
the
in this
production of
cartoon, they
more
don't
and
really
better
bring the
goods
government into
to
it.
meet
It's
the
all
demands
private
of our
enterprise,
rising
free market
population for a better
capitalism. And
standard
I'm
of
good with
living.
that, man.
What happened to the guy with the
It
hats?
was only a little more than half.
Well,
a
let's go
century
back
ago
and take a look.
that the average worker had
This
only
is permacold.
inefficient tools to help him turn out a product.
I'm gonna build one too.
Hats
Low
for
production
fridges?
meant low wages.
That's right. Refrigerators need hats
In
too.
1900, many men had to work 10 hours a day, 6 days a week,
Oh, that's nothing,
to earn
son.
enough money to provide their families with the bare essentials. Hand labor was the rule in the
Now
home.
this is where it
as well as
starts
the
taking a
factory.
turn, friends.
In many families,
That's
the
right.
youngsters had to
That's
work
right.
to add their earnings to the family budget and forego the opportunity to get an education.
Check the river says Bernie Madoff had a
And with
great
most families
business
in those
model.
days, the standard of living left much to be
The
desired.
original Ponzi scheme.
A half-century later, we had invested enough in our business system to provide the average worker with efficient and
Permafreeze.
expensive buildings and machinery.
That's right. Now
To
the
enable him to
suggestion
produce
here
enough in
is
a
that
40-hour
if
week
business is
to earn
left alone
twice
to
as
be
much
business
as the
and
1900
left
worker
unregulated
earned
by
in
the
a
government,
60-hour
they
week.
can turn profits enough to do
This
the
shorter
right
work
thing
week
and pay their people
gives us all
properly.
more
Now I
leisure
agree that's
time
how it
to
should
enjoy
work.
a standard of living
The problem is, like
beyond
most
the
economic
wildest dreams
systems,
of
once you
anyone who
throw
lived
in
a half
human
century
nature, there's
ago.
a big fucking
The more
handful
we
of
earn,
greed that you have to
the more
add to
our
all of
families
this
have
shit.
to
You know what I
spend
mean?
No
Need
doubt. No
wants.
doubt.
Young people
It's just like
today
with
have
any
leisure time
system,
for
really.
fun.
I mean, that's
It
the
is.
problem with
Enjoy
communism.
educational opportunities
Yeah.
Essentially.
denied their
Yeah, I
fathers
mean, it's
and
greed.
grandfathers.
Yeah. The problem with any system, any concentration of power breeds the possibility for corruption. I don't care what the system is.
And
This one just
fortunately,
works the best.
we have been able
What's
to
great
raise
about
our
capitalism
standard
is
of
that
living
everybody
without
has a
sacrificing the
chance.
spiritual
And that's
side
not
of
true
life
in
that
other
means so
economic
much to the
systems,
American
man. So that's what
family.
makes it the best. That's what makes it the best.
Our business system has continued
Also,
to provide a better life
there
for our
are pockets
increasing population.
of
In spite of destructive forces which have
fucking-
pounded against our foundational
Damn it.
freedoms with
You're
There are
losing it,
pockets
Phil.
of
There are
stuff.
pockets.
However, the
uh,
threat of wars
fucking.
interrupts
God damn
the
it, let's go back to the
normal
cartoon.
operations of our competitive business system. And may result in government controls which crack
Uh-oh.
essential
Oh, see, I
blocks
love
in
this
our
too. Can we go back?
foundational
The giant red wave of communism right there. They describe as the possibility of government control.
Yeah. Corruption. That's the word I was thinking. There are pockets of corruption in the system of capitalism. You may not run into that. You have a chance to become something better.
wages were
Or to
controlled.
overcome it. Be stronger than your opponent. Be the best.
Yeah.
Many workers were frozen to their jobs. Farm prices were controlled.
Oh, see what happens?
Oh, no, my
you see
eggs.
what
Profits
happens,
of business
Donnie?
were limited.
Do you
Raw
see what
materials
happens,
were
Donnie?
allocated
Yeah.
between essential
Do
and
you
non-essential
see
business.
what happens, Donnie, when you government regulate a stranger in the
many of us
ass.
found less to buy because a good portion of our productive capacity went to the war effort. Prices were fixed,
Oh!
and the available supply
No!
of goods was rationed.
No!
In war emergencies,
And that's
we
my
allow
point.
government
In
to-
capitalism, there are pockets of corruption, whereas in other systems of government, it's massive corruption all throughout.
Fair.
You're
I'd say
gonna-
that's
you're
a
gonna
fair
run into it.
assessment. Well, I mean, bro, like I say, you run into corruption with any concentration of power, whether that's economics, politics, religion, social order, any of that stuff. That's always the case. Not that everybody in power is corrupt, but it certainly gives the capacity to do so when you have the power to wield corruption. You know, guys like us, even if we were crooked as fuck, we can't do anything about it any goddamn way. You know,
That's right. We have no power here.
right.
Got an hour to talk about the U.S.
We
government.
Americans have learned to remove
But I
government
thought it was a
controls
good one
as
to
quickly
watch
as
today
possible.
because we are tantamount to something like this right now in the United States. To be perfectly honest with you, regulation
we
and
are.
rationing, we are not far from
To
this.
repair the blocks and the foundation of our freedom.
And it's not going to end
to
in
allow our
2020.
business system to
yeah,
resume normal
drink.
operations. While we invest part of our savings to help finance the world's most efficient business system,
Right?
at the same time we pay taxes to government.
Oh boy, here
to
we
finance
go.
many kinds of services, which also contribute to our way of life.
Oh, very well.
Now see, I'm fine with that in theory,
For
but you
example,
add that
our
government
taxes
greed in
must
there and it
provide
gets
the
all fucked
necessary
up.
funds to improve
Yep.
and expand our school system.
Yes, bombs in schools.
Our
Bombs in
taxes must
schools,
be
bombs in
sufficient to pay for
schools.
city
That's
streets,
all we need them to buy.
health, fire,
Drop bombs, not
and
books.
police protection.
We need
And of
both. We
course-
need bombs there, schools here. We need both of these things.
Ah.
Bombs and books.
That way we use the bombs
Our
to make
state
sure the
taxes
kids go
help
to the
pay for
schools and don't
highways,
worry about bombs here. We put the
educational
bombs
institutions.
there.
Books about bombs.
And
Books
among
about
other things,
bombs,
help
that's
to
right.
finance important
Bomb
experiments
books,
to
yeah.
increase the productivity of our farms.
GMOs.
Our
It's high
federal
fructose corn
taxes
syrup.
Pay for irrigation and reclamation projects. For national parks.
Nice.
I would like to vote on endowments personally.
Bureau and many others. I wanna
That's
meet
my
those bears.
caveat to
Our
stuff like
taxes
this.
have
Is
to
I
pay for
want
the
people to
enormous
be able
cost
to
of
vote
staff
on tax
wars
endowment.
And provide the funds for a defense program. which will
Yeah,
ensure the
they
safety
started
of
with
our
schools,
people.
ended with bombs.
In addition,
That's what
Yes.
I'm talking
Let's
about,
just be willing
man.
to pay
And that's all
whatever
I need you to
taxes
do,
are necessary
feds.
to enable
That's
efficient
all I need you to
government
do.
To improve or expand any essential
Tax
service.
me less. Stop
With
doing
our
this
present
bullshit where you
tax
fucking
code,
give
we
raises
should
to the
avoid
House of
pressuring
Representatives.
government
They are
for
not
any
doing a
new
good enough
services
job
that
to
aren't
deserve a raise.
absolutely necessary. Because we all know
Oh, we'll get
the
to that
more
later
our
tonight.
government provides,
Yeah.
the more taxes it's forced to collect.
Forced to? Man, crazy how that inefficiency just makes so much of that money disappear, huh?
None of us can escape. Big
How do you increase services without raising taxes? By not fucking wasting the money.
Small
That's how, asshole.
Boom.
Look at this. Oh no, this is how I feel. Oh boy.
Farmer.
They took my milkshake. Look at that. Hold on. Hold on.
I drink your milkshake. It's straight up there will be blood in a cartoon.
Look at the face the cow's making as he's tugging her nips.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
What?
Work.
Can't take all the milk, dick.
Housewives and all of us have to pay our share.
That's right. I guess.
Yoink.
But when they
Demanding
say
more and
share-
more from government could create a tax burden heavy enough to crack essential blocks in the
Their goddamn
foundation of
train
our
is
business.
swollen with cash, man.
Therefore, we shouldn't let our taxes reach a point where they destroy our ability to save and invest.
Yeah. Bang.
Our rising standard
That
of
was the
living
most
depends
important
upon
That's the
fucking
most important line of the whole
in this cartoon.
Let's hear it again.
reach a point where they destroy
More time.
to crack
There we go.
essential blocks in the foundation of our business system. Therefore, we shouldn't let our taxes reach a point where they destroy our ability to save and invest.
Bang.
For as we have seen, our rising standard of living depends upon a constant flow of savings dollars into our business system each year.
Red wave.
Oh no, it's the government.
In the future of our country,
The future.
waves of destructive forces will continue to batter against our foundation.
China.
When any force weakens the interlocked blocks of our political and economic freedoms, as good citizens, we must be quick to use the tools our Constitution gives us
Bang.
and repair any cracks that may appear.
Yes. God
Absolutely.
damn
We
it.
keep
See,
the foundation
animators
of
knew
our
in the
business
50s
system
and they know
strong.
now. Listen to people
We
that
shall
make
be able to
cartoons.
maintain and improve the way of life our forefathers conceived and established. A way of life which gave everyone who came to this country the chance to progress according to his ability
That's
and
right.
enterprise.
Everyone has a
Like
chance.
the youth
That's
of
the
yesterday,
important part.
The young people of today deserve the same opportunity to earn success and accomplishment.
Yup.
And on this foundation of freedoms, continue to build a better life for themselves and their fellow man
Yes.
in the world of tomorrow.
There it is. All right, man. God damn. Give it up for another banging
Well done.
public domain
Well
cartoon. Shoo, man, we knew back then, and a lot of those lessons we really need to keep up now. We could really stand to remember some of that stuff. Overreach by the federal government destroys the efficacy of free market capitalism and creates division and disparity as when it comes to wealth in this country, as less and less people have a chance due to being under the thumb of the feds.
I'm not a criminal. I'm an artist working in an unpopular medium. Can I just speak to you? I mean, really speak to you like man to man. I've known you for a long time, William. And I know about your penchant for spying on women.